कॉन्फ्रेंस रूम कॉन्फ्रेंस कॉन्फ्रेंस हाँ कॉन्फ्रेंस रूम भी बोला अच्छा अच्छा
NRC, Sundaramji, esteemed alumni of Indian Institute of Packaging, VK Sinha, and above all the esteemed delegates from different parts of the world. I wholeheartedly welcome you at this campus, Indian Institute of Packaging and India. It is indeed a great honor and privilege to welcome you all for this program. This is the 7th International Residential Training Program under the esteemed Indian Technical and Economic Initiative by the Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India. At the outset, a warm and heartfelt welcome is extended to our distinguished guests and dignitaries. We are privileged all you are here today. A very special moment for me. My brother, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. D.C. Rai is here. Just few hours before, I just requested him, sir. He was on personal visit to this part of the country. He traveled from eastern part to this capital today, and just we had a talk in the morning. Sir, I have a program. Can we spare some time? He said, yes, sir, will come. This is a great honor for me and for my team of Indian Institute of Packaging. And we work together on his younger brother. So that's great happiness today I am having today. He is here today for this inaugural program. And my friend, ADG, is a very active person in the Indian Council of Agricultural Research, which is the biggest research network in global level. He is holding the ADG and his important Department of Agriculture Process Engineering, where he is taking care of post-harvest management operations. So he is the policy maker for the country, and my chairman of NRC. He's always ready to do all the things for Indian Institute of Packaging. I welcome you wholeheartedly. Without his wishing, I cannot do these days. So welcome you all. And Vijay Sinha ji, I welcome you. And above all the delegates from the country, Ethiopia, Botswana, Ghana, Nigeria, and South Sudan, Uganda, Pakistan, Tanzania, and Bangladesh. We hope a few more delegates will join by the end of the day or in a couple of days, because due to the restrictions, they could not join. Just I want to mention what is the Indian Institute of Packaging. Indian Institute of Packaging is the pioneer institute in the country. We are one of the best institute in the South Asian country, and we are the board member of World Packaging Organization. We are the founder women of Asian Packaging Federation. With the packaging, whether the food packaging standards, packaging material, or especially now the concern is the sustainable packaging. And we are the, what we can say, best institute in the country imparting education program. Apart from the short-term and long-term training programs, we do the innovative packaging education. We are the first time in the country we have started BS. 4 years undergraduate program in the country, we have started BS program and as well as MS program in the field of the packaging. Apart from, for last 45 years, we are running PG diploma program in the packaging. Not only do this, in India, on behalf of WPO and APF, and also we have organized several training programs on behalf of the Sri Lankan governments and other Asian countries. With this, I would like to highlight, this is the 7th program sponsored by the Ministry of External Affairs under the ITEC mission. And this is the one of the, what we can say, the most recent emerging topic, the AI and machine learning. So therefore you are here. Before that, we have organized sustainable packaging training program for foreign delegates, as well as we have also organized training program for food packaging, pharmaceutical training programs. And coming days, we are also organizing in the end of this month, we are going to organize e-commerce and logistic package. This is also an emerging topic in the field of the packaging. The purpose of this training program, ITEC mission, government's mission is to bridge the gap between among the developing countries. We foster becoming friends and exchange the knowledge. This is the objective of this training program, not only to learn, you have to also learn our culture, our big heritage for the years India is having at international fora. So what we can say is our mission, our Honorable Prime Minister's vision of making India a global packaging hub. They present a significant step forward in positioning India and only as a leader in the innovative field packaging solution, but also as a global hub for the having presence. Now two more centers are going to open in recent times. One is Bangalore, which is another important export hub in the country, and another is Lucknow, where we have a lot of our one district, one product, big heritage, and this year was a very important year in the history of India, is that we have successfully organized this Mahakumbh. That state we have also one new center where we are going to open it. India as a country is delighted to host this gathering with a history of spanning more than 5,000 years. India is a land of remarkable diversity and unparalleled richness. It is the birthplace of ancient civilization, home to iconic figures like Mahatma Gandhi, and treasure troves to cultural heritage, from the grand lure of Taj Mahal to the spiritual heart of Varanasi and Prayagraj. From the vibrant festival of Diwali to Holi, the serene backwaters of the Kerala, India is embodied a harmonious blend of tradition and modernity. As a nation, India takes pride in its commitment to fostering the global partnership, sharing the knowledge, and contributing to the growth of development of our global community. This ethos forms the foundation of ITEC initiative, which seeks to empower professionals worldwide through this capacity building training programs. IIT shares this vision and is committed to deliver industry. Over the years, IIT has successfully conducted several international programs and summits, and more thing that this year is also very historical in the IIT's history. We are going to organize in next week. You will be also present there. You will also witness International Summit for Packaging Industry. It is going to commence 6, 7 and 8 March, and you will all be present here. So many more. We have invited more than 45 renowned speakers from industry and academia, and we are also organizing concurrent events like Packathon, as well as the research conclave, where we have invited young researchers and professionals in this program. So I hope I will invite you to enjoy there. Also, we have some cultural programs there. This year, this program has been meticulously organized under the leadership of our young team, as well as the senior Professor Anup Ghosh. I hope our 2 weeks, I know some of them you are keeping the fast, will take care of your fasting arrangements, and I hope your stay will be comfortable. And our young team has taken care of all, like earlier version of ITEC program we have taken care of and you know India is known as Atitya Dev Bhav. Atitya Dev Bhav. We love and respect our guest as a god. With this words, once again I welcome you all. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
So, may I request you to please welcome and felicitate our chief guest, sir.
Next time for tutorial you can please keep it. Sundaram Sahab, he will not leave it. नहीं वो अपना he considered as a please keep
Now let's take a moment to get to know the brilliant mind here. I invite now each one of you to kindly give a brief introduction about yourself, your name, your background, and what brings you to this exciting training program. Can we start with you, sir, please? Your name, your background.
Do a self-introduction. Thank you.
You can please be seated.
You can sit at
My name is Kofi Pascal. I come from Ivory Coast.
Okay, next.
My name is Sahar Salu, I came from Japan.
My name is Nagasa. I came from Ethiopia.
My name is Patrick Bonifaz. I come from Ivory Coast.
My name is Ginebu Kubetana. I come from Ivory Coast.
My name is Akafidis from Ivory Coast.
My name is Fazona, I from Tajikistan.
My name is Jacqueline John from Tanzania.
My name is Khadija from Nigeria. My name is
From which Ethiopia.
Hello, my name is Nicolas Sentongo. I'm a team leader at a printing company in packaging.
Which country?
Uganda.
Hello everyone, my name is Ojedi. I'm from Botswana, from the packaging business. We do food processing.
My name is Franka, I come from Ethiopia.
My name is Khaled. I'm from
My name is Ajwa. I'm from Ghana, and I work with a packaging company.
My name is Champo Paparis from Ghana.
Thank you so much, everybody. It's a privilege to have such a diverse pool of talented professionals with us. May I now request N.S. Sundaram sir to address the gathering.
Hey, good afternoon everyone. I extend a warm welcome to the Chief Guest and Guest of Honor and the delegates who have come from different countries, Uganda, Ethiopia, and Nigeria and Ghana. And this is one of the institutes I've been associated for last 1 year. I've been great to hear from Dr. Tanveer Alam and have been doing a lot of activities. I represent from the organization Harpoon 3P, one of the leading flexible packaging company. I surprised to see here the advanced course of artificial intelligence, which packaging industry is not talking about it. And today, IIP is talking about. This is one of the good institute. It has been run by the good professionals, and doctors and professors are running this one. This is a good opportunity for you to learn many things, how packaging industry is evolving, how today sustainable packaging is coming into the world. This is a good opportunity for you also. It's a great, once again, welcome you all to our country, to IIT also. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for sparing your precious time to be with us. May I now request Professor Anup Ghosh to kindly address the guest.
इसलिए वो रिनोवेशन में चला गया.
Okay. Our chief guest, Professor Dai, and guest of honor, Dr. Nashaim, distinguished personalities of the dais, and more so for all of you who have come from different countries and participating in this program. We are extremely happy, and I join with Professor Alam to welcome you together for this 2 weeks training program. I am sure you will have a very good exposure and training on different subjects of packaging, and more so in such an advanced area which is on artificial intelligence and machine learning. We were thinking in this there should be a new course which will be actually coming for packaging. But we have a large, as Dr. Adam said, we have a large number of courses, and we have a distinguished faculties coming and giving lectures, including us, on various aspects of packaging and in such an interesting areas. You know, this area, along with, once you have a knowledge of packaging and you already are working on different organizations which are related to packaging, these areas like artificial intelligence and machine learning is what is called a game changer now for the industry. And it is also specifically for packaging industries. This is an area where we have to learn. We have to see how it can change. This is a method, this is a technology, this is a knowledge which can tell you how to predict, in many areas what material should be used, what is the design which can help you to help in your business. It can also control what is actually the supply chain in packaging. On that, you can do that. More so, it also helps in the sustainable packaging. It can develop some of the technology, robotics, automation, which can give you the sensors, which can actually predict many properties or the shelf life, the quality, and also it can reduce waste. So there are so many aspects to that. I know I'm involved in it, so there will be very good speakers will be giving us knowledge. In fact, I personally want to attend all lectures sitting with you to gain knowledge, and hope all of us. Above all, you have come to our country, India. So, and this type of program gives an opportunity for cultural exchange. You will be participating in a lot of events. You will be visiting places in Delhi and some places in India. So I wish you have a very nice stay, enjoyable stay, and good learning, good interaction with faculty, students, and other people therein. And I wish you a very successful event and very good stay. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring words. May I now humbly request Dr. K. Narsia to address our gathering.
Good afternoon to all. Honorable Professor D.C. Rai, Vice Chancellor, from Vidar University, and Professor Nanwar Alam, who has given the opportunity for me to come here, and Dr. Sundaram, Vijay Sinhaji, and Professor Ghosh. Nice to meet all of you here, and mostly I also join IIT in welcoming you, the delegates from different countries, and I represent Indian Council of Agriculture Research. That is, we are having mandate of conducting research, fundamental research as well as applied and operational research in agriculture, and higher education, like postgraduate teaching and education of in agriculture related subjects. So that then we also coordinate the standards and determine the standards for these higher education in agriculture, as well as we also look for international cooperation. So we also have many things to offer, and we will be glad if you can come up with anything needed in agriculture. If we can facilitate from ICR, that would be welcome. And we have around 72 research institutes which are working on different aspects of agriculture, as well as 12 bureaus and 11 authorities that we call it as agriculture technology centers, which coordinate with the farmers, and the Krishi Vijnana Kendras are farmer knowledge centers which take the technologies which are developed in research institute to farmers. So they are there, as well as 12 national research centers and 6 bureaus like genetic resource bureaus we have. So this is the major structure of ICR. We have other in coordination with other these federal subjects, so we coordinate with the state agriculture universities also to improve their educational program, and we work hand in hand with the state governments also. So this is the background, but what I feel is I compliment IIP for starting this very advanced training in use of artificial intelligence and machine learning in packaging industry. So it is a imperative. Like I would like to give a basic example of what packaging is, and how we should have the aspire to have that one from nature. Like egg, if you see, an egg is a good packaging example. Like it has enough porosity to exchange the air so that inside the embryo it will be alive for many times, and it has barrier properties for stopping microorganisms to go inside. So there are many functions in packaging. So we aspire our packaging material to be of that standard. Like you can incorporate many things into the packaging material, like porosity, enough porosity so that you can exchange the gases exchanges there, as well as heat exchanges there when brooding is there, the embryo turns into chick. So all these aspects we want to bring it into packaging material, and many of them you can easily bring in, and there this artificial intelligence and machine learning will be coming into a picture. Like they will be there. Like I will give some examples. Like if you use the blockchain technology with packaging material, it can be giving traceability. If you want to manage in the inventory, so that where that material has come, where it started and where it was kept in warehouse, how the journey has taken place, all these can be traced with this blockchain. So this blockchain is a immutable, like you can't change the once it is entered, you can't change. So the transparency will be there and trust will be there. So you use AI, IoT or internet and these things to enhance the value of these things. Like earlier traditionally, once material starts and reaches the destination, then only the contract will be completed. But here intermediate payments also can be, smart contracts can be executed and can be made if you make packaging intelligent, involve these RFID or others into blockchains, and then as soon as it leaves and the intermediate operation is there, that part of contract can be completed, payment can be made. So such kind of things you can bring in, or you can, if you want to recall also, or avoid the manual errors. Like if you have these things in inventory, by scanning you can know what is the inventory, where it started. In manual, while entering, you may be having the error in entering the data or other things. So here it reduces the wastage. this way it contributes to the sustainability also. Reduce the wastage and increase efficiency. So this way many things are there. Even logistics optimization also you can do. Lot of things can be thought of. Like as a we give example of phone. Like earlier it is used to just make a call, but now with this phone it has replaced your watch, your calculator, your camera, so many things. So similar thing, you can incorporate many functions into the packaging material, and coupled with these digital technologies, you can have multiple options or multiple avenues to enhance the value and to enhance the business and trade. So most of you are coming from African nations and Asian nations, Central Asian nations, Pakistan. So we also, as a part of government South-South cooperation, we will be happy to collaborate or any cooperation, any way if we can do in agriculture. There also packaging will be very important to enhance the shelf life of perishables. So this way, wherever we can be of any help, you can always approach us. We are open for this kind of cooperation and capacity building mutually we can do. So with these words, I once again welcome you and thank the organizers for giving me the opportunity to interact with you. And if possible, I can interact a little more after the time is there. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words. May I now request Professor D.C. Rai to kindly address our gathering.
Thank you, Dr. Asta. The guest of honor, Dr. K. Nasaiya, heading the Food Processing Division of Agriculture Engineering, ICAR. Dr. Sundaram, Chairman, IIT New Delhi. Professor Anu. My younger brother, Professor Tanveer Alam, Additional Director, IIT Delhi. Very efficient team of IIT Delhi, faculty members, delegates, media persons, and dear students. I am very much thankful to Dr. Tanveer Alam and IIT Delhi inviting me in this program. I came very yesterday evening from Vice Chancellor Conference, Dehradun, and today morning I talked to Dr. Tanveer Alam and he asked me to join this program. And you all know Tanveer is the friend of friends, and nobody will deny his request. We worked together in BHU for many years, and we always missed him. IIT is doing very well through its headquarters in Mumbai and various regional centers in the country. And packaging is highly essential for these days, especially in food industry. My specialization is food, so I know that the importance of packaging in the food. Packaging enhance the aesthetic value of the product, of the food, and also enhance the branding of the product. And I hope in this very advanced training program, you are delegates will learn more about the advances in packaging, especially artificial intelligence in packaging. And in food packaging, artificial intelligence enable us to know the freshness and quality of the food. So it's highly required nowadays, and I hope your stay will be very, very enjoyable in our country. Our ethics is Vasudha Kutumbakam, means the whole world is our family. So you all are our family members. So I pray for your comfortable and enjoyable stay with very delicious Indian foods. Thanks. Thanks
Thank you so much. As we conclude the inaugural session of this training program on AI and ML in packaging industry, it is my privilege and honor to extend a heartfelt thanks to all those who have contributed to this program. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India for their unwavering support and vision in organizing this prestigious ITEC program. My heartfelt thanks to Professor D.C. Rai, Dr. Narsaya, T.N.S. Sundaram, Mr. V.K. Sinha, for being with us today. Special thanks to Dr. Tanveer Alam and Professor Anoop Ghosh for their steadfast leadership. To all our esteemed participants from all across the globe, thank you so much for your enthusiasm and commitment. Your diverse perspectives and experiences will undoubtedly enrich the discussions and learnings throughout this program. I also extend my appreciation to the entire organizing team, faculty members and staff members of IIT, whose hard work and meticulous planning have ensured the smooth execution of this program. As we look ahead, I am confident that this training program will pave the way for a meaningful learning, collaboration, and progress in the field of packaging. Thank you so much, everybody. So we can now proceed for lunch.
Yes. Yes, sir.
May I request everybody to kindly rise up your seats for the national anthem.
देख लो कैसे।
अरे उसमें वो नहीं हुआ ना कौन सुनो उधर से बंद हो बाइक से रूम बंद सिंगल सिंगल का फ्रेम लगा राइट से करो कैमरा लगा के श्याम जी क्या लगा अंदर आए श्याम जी
वीडियो वाले तो बिल्कुल वीडियो को बाइक से निकालने
क्लोज कर निकाल दो
सब बाइट्स लेनी है बाइट लेनी है सब
ये तो इस टाइप का अरे ये तो इस टाइप
Please come to the upstairs. So there is a lunch. I mean, okay. After that, there is a quickly there is a session start. Okay, your lectures after half an hour. 3 o'clock we will start the lecture. So you will take your lunch. Okay, it's already late 2:30. Yeah, please.
You can keep your turbans here.
Yeah.
Turbans and everything will be taken into
Bag open. Okay.
Bags
So we go.
मेरा आगे कैमरा देखो देखो
Yeah, good afternoon everyone. I guess everyone had lunch. So we'll start the session. Today we have Dr. Nasir sir. Sir is working as Assistant Director General in ICAR and with over 30 years of experience in food process engineering in the field of. So we welcome you sir in the starting lecture. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So, good afternoon. We had already had introduction and interaction in the inaugural session. So, I will be briefly talking about how artificial intelligence is revolutionizing the packaging industry. How if you adopt artificial intelligence. So, am I audible to all of you? If you see this domains of artificial intelligence mainly into deep learning, machine learning, expert systems, fuzzy logic or natural language processing and robotics. So in machine learning it is kind of repetitive and automated this thing. If you want to how machines can learn. Yes.
Please, will you have access to the slides?
Yeah. I will give ask them to give a copy to her. So expert system is like if you have something domain knowledge also with the these digital technologies, the artificial intelligence. The major component is domain knowledge. Like if you have insurance is there, or that knowledge of that domain, or like post harvest of fruits, vegetables is there. If you want to use that knowledge into automating and giving advisories or taking decisions, if you want to use the knowledge plays an important role. Like if your electronics industry is there, the domain knowledge of that bringing into expert system so that you can give advisories or you can make decisions. So that kind of artificial intelligence is there. This fuzzy logic is kind of our human intelligence. Like you can't really say what it is, but overall general principles are there based on which you can deduct the logic. Based on logic you can have the artificial intelligence. So that kind of things will be there, as well as natural language processing. Right now you must have been using ChatGPT or other DeepSeek chatbots are there. Those are all language processing, natural language processing. Wherever depending on the context, the word it will search and in what context it is used and how in present context in given sentence how it is used. So based on that it will give the either your if you want an essay it can be given as essay, or if you want to write some summary of some report it can make. So based on that this is a natural language processing. Robotics is also mechanical systems are there where you use this digital technology to learn and to use them depending on the situation. So as we decide what action to be taken in different scenarios, in robotics you mechanical systems are there, you are enabling it with these digital technologies to take decisions. And deep learning is also like how different layers of learning will be there in deep learning. Like in human, we start learning from birth. You what kind of environment you grow, interaction with different people in society. So that is built on for your age now. Whatever is there, everything is stored in your brain. That is called intelligence. So that kind of deep learning means you develop systems that cumulatively go on adding the knowledge, and you have different layers of learning. So depending on that, so that kind of artificial intelligence is there. These are broad domains of AI. So we see that is the extended reality that we will discuss first. Like you must have heard virtual reality. That is, it is actually not real, but you are creating virtually, simulating a real world situation. So that is one. Augmented reality is you interaction of virtual reality with real world. Both there, and then it is called mixed reality. So all these are evolving into a broad term as extended reality. It is not actually reality, but you are extending with the digital technologies. Like let us say if you want to learn how to fly an aeroplane, you don't have aeroplane with you, but simulator is there, so that you are creating that environment. So such things are come under this one, extended reality. Even if your industry is there, if you want to train the people, you don't have this thing like for everyone to learn that one, you don't have a machine or the complicated or complex machine is there, costly machine is there. You can't have for like you are 20 people are there. If we want to say, let us say, for example, one packaging testing machine is there, only one machine is there. So to train you 30 people, we need maybe 30 hours or even if we take half an hour, 15 hours. But if you have this extended reality, which can simulate on computer and an environment, simultaneously 30 of you can be trained. So that kind of technologies are evolving and you can use them. And the chat GPT and DeepSeek, you already know, like if you give a question based on the data available on the internet, so it will give what are the possible answers. If you are asking some questions, based on that it will give output as whether you want a summary of something or on which topic. If you want to, let us say, even write a song or write a software program, all those things can be done with these chatbots. So depending on your input, it will search whole internet and whole database and give the output in desired forms. Like so, you have, for example, if you see intelligence, it can be used as a natural language processing. NLP is like you, if you see real world, we read and we get the natural language capabilities, like through reading and interacting and learning. Through vision, you can use vision is for image processing. Like reading, you are replacing with natural language processing, and vision you are replacing with image processing. The same thing we do with the digital technologies, you do through image processing. Communication also, even now also you have, if some of you like in international events, the softwares are there. If you speak in English, it will convert into different language and it gives in their native language. So those things are there, as well as robotics and recognizing the patterns, different patterns, and deep learning, neural networks are there. So all these things can be like this is in real world on top. If you see this thing here, and this side you see where these can be formed as part of artificial intelligence, like machine learning or symbolic learning, as well as statistical and deep learning, where you use convoluted neural networks or recurrent neural networks with computer vision and object recognition. So all these things are there. So this is like what you see in the real world, you can create with the computer and these digital technologies, those things replicate those kind of intelligence, try to replicate. Human intelligence is supreme, but we want to replicate some of these features in this thing. But this is real threat, like if the kind of technology is coming, so average thinking person is not needed for doing average jobs, right? Most of the things can be automated, so the threat of job loss is always there when you use these kind of artificial intelligence. But it provides additional avenues, like we have to see how we engage the people. Once these routine jobs are done by computers and other things, then what people will do? We have to think that engage the people in productive way to learn more new things or do art or other things. So that is the crux. The next is like digital twinning. This term is there. Digital twin is like twin. So two identical things. Similarly here you are in digital twin means physically one system is there. You are creating a digital equivalent of the physical system. Like that is a virtual representation of physical thing. Like it will be having a continuous connection between physical process and the digital system on the computer. So insight from the past, optimizing the present and predicting the future performance is the objective of digital twinning. So let us say if you have an example of cement making. So based on different kind of raw materials, like different minerals, what is the characteristics of that mineral, how much energy you need in grinding and how much proportion you can change that one. So those things can be optimized as soon as the raw material is reaching this digital twin sense, and it optimizes your process time as well as the quantities, so that you can have better performance and you have a good quality cement always. So depending on raw material, it will adjust your processes. So that is a simple example. So, but if you have many other things, you can complex things also you can have a physical representation in a digital form, so that if you pinch the physical process or if you disturb something, it should directly reflect on your computer screen, that it will show like, okay, if this is happening here, its temperature is going down, its productivity is going down. So like that in movies you see some twins means if you hit somebody, the pain will be felt by the other person. So similar thing we are assuming that whatever physical thing is experiencing, the same experiences are reflected on the digital twin, that is on the computer. So, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't really get the example with the cement.
Cement, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying so hard to grasp.
Like in cement, you understand cement making. Yeah. Let us say only thing is raw material is some mineral rocks or some calcium rich minerals are there. So that has to be ground into product and they have to mix in proportion, so that you get a Portland cement. Okay. So depending on let us say from Ivory Coast, the material is this, you have characterized. Its calcium content is this. So to make Portland cement, you need this one. For 100 kg cement, you need 60 kg of this one and 20 kg of other thing. Like. But if some from Ghana is the same material is coming, raw material, it is you need 70 kg of this calcium material, because that is different material. So what you mean to say is, when the material, raw material is coming into cement factory, whether it is Ivory Coast or from Ghana or Botswana, depending on that, this decides, like it immediately says to the digital twin, like the physical process, okay, the raw material is coming from Ghana. Then it adjusts the process, okay, this it is 70 kg, this has to be ground, and 20 kg this and 30 kg. Earlier what happens, you grind all these things separately and then you mix them. Afterwards, again they process 70 kg, you take this, 20 kg, you take 10 kg this. So here what is with digital twin, as soon as you get the raw material, you are able to take decision, okay, this is the, from this raw material, so you take 60 kg of that one, 20 kg of other raw material, 10 kg of other raw material, and 10 kg of other raw material. You optimize it and mix it and grind it and make cement there itself.
Okay, so it's able to identify.
That is one simple example. Like this, you can have, let us say, a fruit is there, how it is respiring. So that is like in post-harvest handling, we do digital twin for storage environment we are making. Like if the temperature is going down, going up, then it will show on the computer. We actuate the refrigeration system has to work more, so the temperature has to brought down. So like that is one example, like simulates what is happening and what is needed to the corrective action you can take immediate.
Okay.
So that is the yeah.
Okay, so I just want to be sure. It means that we're using AI, and if I'm right, AI is the use of technology to perform human actions, right?
Yeah.
Use of technology to enable computers perform human actions. So does that mean AI is trying to replace human, should I say labor? Like you give an instance, I can see the digital example, there's a physical chain and there's a virtual chain.
Yeah.
So from my understanding, the virtual chain is like the real life, yeah? So
virtual is the computer.
Yes, it's a computer, but
and
then
physical is actually what is happening.
yes, but it's kind of mimicking what a person does in real life, right?
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So that's what I said. It will be this artificial intelligence always replaces manual labor many times. But we have to see how we engage this free time of humans effectively and in productive other engagements we have to plan. So one example is predictive maintenance, like equipment failures or scheduling of maintenance. All these things can analyze over a year, let us say 10 years of data of such, let us say example of cement making machine. So when it will need maintenance, when it needs to be shut down, or when it needs to be the filters needs to be, the screens or other things need to be cleaned so that the classification is perfect. So those kind of predictive maintenance you can do for many processes, or waste reduction, like we take food, but for any other material also, even let us say if you if in the cement example is, if you take misclassify and the product made is not of desired Portland specification, so that will be a waste. So it is like a waste of your energy, waste of your resources. So that kind of waste you can reduce. If you want to reduce this, AI can be trained better and better so that that kind of mistakes are reduced and you can have good classification and proper using. Like in foods, like we can see in the supermarket, if your shelf life is approaching, like that is going to expire next week, so you have lot of stock. So then what they do, they put a clearance sale so that people use it immediately. Otherwise what happens, if you don't have this AI, after that expiry date, you come to know, okay, this much stock is there, it is expired, so you have to throw out. So that kind of waste reduction also you can use if you have these AI technologies. So automatically the inventory will be seen, and you will know which one, which quantity is there, which is going to expire. So based on that, you can push for clearance of those things which are nearing expiry. And personalization means you can help the packaging manufacturers to tailor products to individual customer needs and preferences. Like nowadays, each one has a lot of preferences, and discerning consumers are there. I want this kind of thing in this kind of material only. So, even people are more aware of environment. Like if you say that this packaging material is a sustainable material, biodegradable material, so people will be willing to take from those. Like some people have preference for these who are environment conscious, and most of people are new generation people are environment conscious. So if you say that okay, this is from biodegradable or environmental friendly packaging material, that product will sell more. Like in quality control, like in food packaging material also, if you pack it and after that you find some pinholes are there or packaging material integrity is not there, so then the packaging will be wasted and the product packed in the packaging also is a waste. So that kind of quality control you can do it in your factory itself. Like once it comes, you can use the AI to detect this quality defects, or AI is used to automate this process, like machine learning algorithms that can quickly detect and classify the defects in packaging materials or identify potential issues when you are labeling and packaging. So in logistics, we have already seen, like if you want to see optimize the supply chain management in the food packaging industry, machine learning algorithms can predict demand and adjust the inventory levels accordingly. Like what we see in warehouse example we have seen. They can also optimize transportation routes and schedules, reducing transportation costs and minimizing the environmental defect. Like one example I would like to give, let us say you are exporting bananas from your country to India, let us say. So bananas, a shipload of bananas are coming. So as soon as in the meantime it reached Dubai, you came to know that they are going to ripen. Let us say that is the situation. So you are tracing that one in whole supply chain. You know, okay, this ethylene concentration is increasing. That indicates that bananas are ripening. So they need to be consumed or used within 2-3 days. But if from Dubai to India, it may take another 7-8 days for the product to come. So by the time they reach, whole lot will be rotten or overripe. So what you can do is, you can find out, scout users in Dubai. You can advertise, or you can scout for the potential users in Dubai, and you can offload that material in Dubai itself before it goes to over ripening at right stage. So that kind of wastage you can reduce. Like otherwise, what happens, it is in rigid this thing. It will come to India and then you open, you see whole thing is rotten and whole lot is waste. So that kind of adjustment you can do in supply chain. You can take depending on the situation. If you can monitor temperature, humidity and ethylene concentration, you can take some decisions so that intermediately corrective actions can be taken. As earlier said, if temperature is going up also, you switch on the alternate refrigeration mode or guide your people who are handling the cargo to have temperature control. So those kind of logistics and supply chain management also you can have with AI in a better way. Same thing, sustainability, like you use these things and you optimize and reduce the waste and reduce, preserve the resources. That way you can contribute to the sustainability and sustainable goals. So here most of the times packaging material is always considered as a environmentally potential harmful for environment. So how much you can reduce that wastage and use biodegradable or sustainable recyclable materials. So these kind of recycling also, if you have AI, how you can collect and bring it, that logistics, how you can collect and how you can recycle, all those things can be done using this AI more effectively. Food safety, like this AI can be used to monitor the food production and packaging processes and detect the potential risks or hazards, and it can give, like when it sees that there is a potential risk, then it can give alarm so that the human can, then the experts can check and see whether it is really going to be harmful, or how you can correct it, those corrective measures you can take to prevent the contamination. So also it can be used to trace the product, as we have already seen. If you use blockchain or radio frequency identification tags, if you put, you can trace them and you can recall them, track them and recall them, the products, and maintain your inventory.
So what it means is that now AI is serving as quality control in process checks. It's performing in process checks, particularly with food safety, because for it to be able to monitor the production and the processes, then it's doing the in process checks.
Yeah.
Do we have some practical examples of AI tools that are currently being used, maybe here in India or any other part of the world, as in use?
Not exactly commercial, but we have some of the things like if you go to market for bananas, you have a QR code. So if you scan that one, it will give the, like when it was harvested, from which farm it came from, let us say eastern part of India or western part of India, Gujarat, it is harvested on this date. So it will give you this kind of information. Based on that you can decide, like whether it is fresh or not, like that. But in case of, let us say, this information is there, if you find like many recalls, product recalls you have seen. So if let us say 2-3 packets of the product processed with this banana had pathogens, let us say, so you identify with this one the whatever batch is there from that farm during that period, wherever it has gone, like it has produced and it is distributed all over India. So they will relay the messages, like they know where these have gone. So to all these places, immediately you recall these boxes and these have potential risk. So that kind of tracking and AI, if you have, it will be easy. Earlier also we had these things, but with AI you are enhancing the effectiveness. Like you can effectively see these things. Like earlier you used to see, compile these things and see what are the addresses, everything. You have to do it manually. Now with AI, it is automatically. Okay, if you give this batch number, it will give message to all the places where it has gone. Earlier you have to see and then you prepare a mail, send a mail, like that you have to follow it. Now with automation, immediately if you flag that, okay, this batch is potentially risky, then all the products of that batch will be recalled from the different locations. Because you have record automatically available, so it will be automatically, all the messages will be sent to all this where those batch have gone, and they will be recalled back. So that way food safety, you can enhance this one. Earlier also we had, but with this one, this effectiveness will be more.
Okay. I actually thought it was going to be doing the detective, if we have some machines that could replace humans and then be able to detect that there's a defect here or something.
Yes, I think from our angle, it's the same question that I have. We're in flexible packaging, so we do this type of thing. Yeah. However, in production, I have a quality controller. Yeah. Quality controller normally is the one who's supposed to tell whether the quality of the printing of this product is to the right quality before it goes out to the client. Okay. Now, do you know if there's technology already to do the QC instead of having a quality controller? Do you know if it is there already?
For packaging, I have no idea.
Yeah.
But possibilities are there commercially, whether it's available. But in academics research, many people have done. But easily you can do like so like you have to write an algorithm. Already written algorithms are there, but you have to train. Let us say this labeling, whether it is printed correctly or not. This natural language processing, these things will be there, and this will take after packing, the images will be sample images will be there, and each batch, if you see, if everything is clear, then it will pass the batch. Otherwise, then it will give, okay, there are some issues, clarity is not there. So, theoretically, conceptually, everything is possible, but I am not sure, many technologies are already being used in industry, but nobody will openly say what they are using. So you have to buy and
you see, the reason why I'm asking is because we have some machines we bought from India. Yeah?
Okay.
And the company does troubleshooting remotely.
Okay.
So sometimes when the machine breaks down, it is the troubleshooting is happening in India.
Okay.
So now, for me, I would also want if they can do something for me, a machine, maybe as you say, using AI, that can do the QC for me, so that I know the product I'm sending out to the client is the right quality because AI is approved. Yeah, but it would be nice if we can get something like that. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe on Wednesday when we meet other players in the industry, we might be able to talk to them. They might be able to tell us that they're already doing it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's be good to know. You know? Yeah.
So how this AI will be impacting the packaging industry? Like you can generate packaging prototypes in 3D space. Like you will be exposed to, they have design studio. So how it will look like after in a 3D modeling, SolidWorks or other computer 3D modeling, you will be making the model and then rendering the colors and see how your product will look, your packaged product will look. So that can be done. AI will design a package that is tailored to the product's needs. That also design can be done, and it can create packages of different shapes and sizes, specific product, and you can incorporate this radio frequency identification tags, RFID. That means like you have put a stack up here, and in that one, if you have a chip, from here I can read the chip depending on the signals from that. You can have record of all these packs. At third layer, what is there? Fourth is which one is there? So that kind of tags you can have. But these are little costly. Cheaper ones are QR codes. These RFID tags are active and passive tags are there. But you can from distance also you can. These are remotely or wirelessly you can get the signals, but QR codes you have to go and scan it. So they are cheap, but you can have the most of the QR codes you can have with these things, like you can get the data. But RFID tags, if you can integrate with the sensors, you can get the real-time data also. Let us say for our post-harvest handling of fruits, vegetables, your temperature is important within the package, your RH, relative humidity, as well as ethylene concentration. If product ripens, ethylene concentration will be more. So if I can know these things with RFID tag, that data can also be transmitted. So costly, but we will get additional information. So AI-driven automation will help companies to reduce manufacturing costs. Like as we said, you optimize the process and reduce the wastage or reduce the rejections. And packaging will sense any tampering and alert authorities accordingly. Like these things, intelligent package can be, if you want somebody, it is in trade it is always possible adulteration. So if anybody is trying to tamper that one, you can have sensors and it can sense and send alert to the authorities. So that kind of safety features you can build in, or you can optimize the production lines and increase efficiency of those packaging processes, as well as you can have augmented reality and virtual reality headsets which will allow consumers to see what is inside the packaging. Like that AR and VR, we said extended reality. If with the headsets, you can see and feel what it is there inside the package. You will not go into packet, but with this one you can recreate and you can see, sense what is there within the pack. So these are some of the front-end or consumer-facing applications of artificial intelligence, where consumers are directly involved and they can use these things. Like AI-based food discovery and recommendation engines can help consumers to make informed choices. Like if you give your data, like what is your health status, age and other things, based on that and your preferences, based on that these engines will give, look, these are the food products available in this restaurant or in this food chain. So that kind of recommendation engines can be there. Apps and chatbots, like by leveraging AI and virtual assistants, food restaurants can ensure that customers do not need to wait endlessly before making inquiries and customizing their orders. So nowadays, even in hotels, lot of time, with the phone scanning, you can get menu and you can decide. You need not wait for vendor to come to your table. So similarly, on higher level, you can optimize this one. Apps and chatbots can be automated so that you can get what is available and which is your choice, you can say. And self-ordering AI-based kiosks can be also set up so that these machines, people have talked even using genomics, your genetic data and what is your requirement of your this thing. You can order and tailor food according to your whole genome based data also. That kind of thinking also there, but lesser extent your needs can be taken care with this self-ordering AI-based kiosk. Like it can reduce your waiting time and your choice of product with desired calories and desired nutrition. You can directly get into, so that you can choose it very carefully. Like here, if you are also, like you are in India, so you may not be having idea of these different foods and these things. This AI can help you, like what are your requirements in meats, what kind of meats only you want to restrict or what kind of calories. So based on that, it can this can give you idea, okay, these 3-4 products are there which will be similar to this one, like which your local food you give, which are near to your local food, these could be there. Like that kind of comparison could also be made using this AI. So these are some of the case studies, like RLA for somebody has asked. So this is one case study, like artificial intelligence based vision system, April AI, for date code verification. So that today's date is like, let us say, March 4th. So if by mistake it is come as May 4th, so it will detect and it will compare today's date, whether date is correct or not. So date code verification, instead of you having a person to see, this vision system can continuously monitor. If any date this thing is there, it will be alerting and that will be removing. Like, so this way you can reduce the errors and rejections. Like if it is date is misdated and your expiry date comes, so instead good pack also you have to throw. So these kind of errors can be done mitigated using this one. Similarly, landing lens, artificial intelligence based food and beverage packaging inspection. Like we deal with food, so many examples I have taken for food. This is there and the Tetra Pak is there with RFID to transfer packaging material information between factories and so these are some of the examples, but I can use one example like where they have used AI in a complex machine. Like a critical component was you have to put a camera at certain place in a machine so that overall the machine does a function. So they were thinking many rejections are coming because of missing of that part, that camera, which step it was there. So they have put this artificial intelligence system with a camera so that when camera is there or not, it will detect and say initially itself it will say okay, in this one this part is missing and so it can be rejected or it can be rectified and taken into production line again. So that kind of examples are there already. People have used it in 10-20 years back. So those were 3 examples in food and as I said other examples like how artificial intelligence is transforming this packaging industry. Starting of recycled goods, you can do data labeling, checking, AI powered vision system for inspection, online inspection of packets or foods and other things, as well as artificial intelligence for warehouse automation. Like inventory, when it has come first, which has come, has to move first, and that how you automate that one. The artificial intelligence into packaging itself, how you can incorporate with the sensors into the packaging material. So these are the few areas where it is directly shaping the packaging industry, how they can incorporate this AI in different sectors of the packaging industry. So these are the future outlook, like artificial intelligence will shape the future of packaging designs. Like this is where earlier only human creative mind was used, but AI can be used to do many basic things, and the designers can create better packaging and more efficient packaging and even environmental friendly and sustainable and cost effective packaging in quick time. Like earlier also people used to do, but this will enhance your output and the reduces the load on the thinking of these creative people who are earlier doing the design of packaging material. So it can help in designing new products or designing in a better way of existing products. How existing products can look better by just changing different contours of your packaging. How you can present it more effectively and more engagingly. So these are the where AI can be useful in packaging industry. So with this, I thank you for your patient listening, and if you have any
Sir, who specifically designed this AI tools? You know, like
The beauty of the thing is, like, even you can create this AI tools. Not very commercially like high-end applications, but low-end applications, many things are open. Like if you use even chartpad, you give problem, like I want to build this program, you give a code, it will generate code. But you need to have, you can debug and you have to hire a software engineer, or if you have software skills, you can debug and you can run the program and develop your program. Or many modules are there where you can build, or some softwares are there, those modules you can build on them and use it for, like in many things, like either plucking apples or fruits, whether they are mature or not. Those many modules are already available. But if you go critically and which are of commercial importance, they are not available on this thing. There you need to find professional developers, software developers. But with artificial intelligence, the advantage is the basic algorithms are same only. Most of the things, 60, 70, 80% of this thing will be what we think. The same thing is written in computer programs, but how you take this and apply to your problem. So that is where the actual commercial applications come and professional developers you need, so that when you are using, for us the academicians or other things doing in lab, or if it goes wrong, nothing happens. For us, okay, this experiment goes wrong, we can do next time. But if it is industry, if you are adapting and if one batch goes wrong, means you will incur a lot of loss. So their stakes will be higher. So that's where academician, we can give hundreds of solutions. But for industry, only very few solutions will be applicable, and those will be coming with cost. That is it.
Because I was really keen on the visual inspection bit, but then you're talking money. To even have someone program it for us and then be able to detect some of these quality standards that we've set for ourselves.
So visual inspection for what?
Yeah, so the in-process inspection. Now we produce corrugated cartons, and when the boards are passing through the corrugator, it comes in large quantities, a large batch. So it's very difficult for the naked eye to detect any deviation from the process. So I was hoping, some of these developments could come up so that we will be able to just detect and say, look, we have a glue problem here, and then fix it. Or there's warping, these boards are warping, and then separate them.
Maybe some of in lectures, some other people who are from industry, they will give solutions also.
Yes.
I am from research side, so I said what are the possibilities. Just I opened the floor for your vision, for exposing you to what are the possibilities. But what are actual solutions? Maybe some people in you can get some of the some other experts.
In the institute itself, there will be some people from industry.
No. Some experts will be coming and giving lectures.
Okay.
Okay. They may be, some may be professional developers who want to sell those products also. Maybe. That's what I am saying. I don't know who are coming as a faculty, but they will have some from the other industry and other.
It's very important because some products are already packaged, so you don't get to see what is actually inside. You only see what is outside.
Yeah.
So, but with this now, at least one should be able to know, okay, what I'm buying, everything from inside and outside is okay for me, for my system. I think it goes a long way.
Okay. Anything if you like